Hello, 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 hello. How's everyone doing? All right. It's very rare for me to be doing a stream in the afternoon, but we have a special guest and we're going to switch over to the scene right now. All right. Give me a second. Okie I'm going to change the scene and here we are. Hello, hello everybody. We are here with Lenna, Lenna
Hello,
VTuber,
hello.
and I think got clean audio going there. And I'm going to actually mute the starting music and turn up the bot music. All right. So, hi Maku, hello Claire. How's everyone doing? Like I said, it's very rare for me to be doing a stream in the afternoon because normally I do it at night. But for this special occasion, we didn't want to have coffee like at midnight, like around like 9 or something like that, right?
We'd have to witness gremlin hours if we have to drink copious amounts of coffee at night.
Yeah, that would have been not too good. But like it's true that like people do have coffee at night. I think like dinner places or some like one old Italian place that I used to go for a restaurant. They'd always serve like coffee at the end of a meal. So
Oh, absolutely.
I thought it was pretty normal, but for our sake, for our sake, we won't be doing it because I believe the coffee bean that we have today is Death Wish, Death Wish coffee. So I'm gonna switch. I say, why don't we get to making the coffee right now? All right, I'm gonna switch over to this. All right, I'm also gonna change to my PNG, actually.
Heck yeah, fancy, fancy.
Because I don't want to use my webcam and bring it over there. That would be like kind of bad. Okay, so that I changed to my PNG. Oh yeah, actually I didn't really give you a chance to introduce yourself. Lenna, do you want to give a small little introduction?
Oh, heck yeah. Hi, my name is Lenna. I'm just your average human being, and that's all I got.
He is owner of Insomnie, the cafe bar. Was it it's a cafe jazz bar kind of aesthetic?
Absolutely.
Yeah, that was what I was really attracted to, actually. So, okay, this is my first time ever like making coffee from grounds, and I was hoping that you could help walk me through this, actually.
Absolutely. So the very first thing that you would want to do is to preheat your press.
Okay, is there any sort of like specific temperature that I should be doing, or just boil it?
I would say just boil it, or at least just make it hot.
Okay, I'll get it to start that. Hopefully, it won't take too. Have like one that can like change the temperature, things like that. I used it for. I'm a little more experienced in brewing tea, actually. So.
Likewise.
Oh really? So tea is also a big thing for you?
Tea. I'm honestly more of a tea drinker than a coffee drinker.
Oh, okay. That's more notes to put down, actually.
Absolutely.
I'm still learning teas. I'm learning coffee.
Nice.
I think like having coffee or the flavors of coffee can be directly attributed to the kind of cocktail you might like. I did something a while ago where I asked on a Twitter where like what's your favorite coffee? Do you like coffee or tea? And like what's your favorite way of having it? And I try to make a cocktail based off of what people said.
Interesting. Okay.
That was actually series 1 of my VTuber cocktails stuff. Okay, so while this is boiling, is there anything else I should try and prep up right now?
So let's say for people who are wondering why it's important to preheat your French press is because preheating any of your brewing equipment will stop your brew temperature from fluctuating as cold equipment and hot water can even out each other. sometimes it's pretty important for that.
Oh, okay. So when this is boiling, I want to pour it into my French press, right? And
Yes,
then
and
heat it up.
you just mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then the thing that you probably want to do next is weighing your coffee grounds or your coffee beans.
Okay. Okay. I have my scale here.
Mm-hmm.
What's like a recommended amount, do you think? Like, is there a ratio that I should go for?
I'm trying to remember. I'm not very sure how big your French press is.
French press is 800 milliliters. So like, where's my camera? This one got like 24. I think it's the same one that you have, unless I got like a really big one.
It is. It's the same one.
Well, like a coffee for one. What do you usually do?
Geez, honestly, I just eye it. I'm gonna be real. I'm not a huge like
No, I feel that.
exacto measuring. Usually it would be roughly 2 tablespoons of ground coffee per cup of water, I think is the ratio.
Okay.
And
So-
if you like bolder coffee, you obviously use more.
Okay. So if I want to weigh out my coffee beans, right?
Mm-hmm.
So like I guess I could just try and weigh out 2 heaping tablespoons.
Yeah.
Okay. So the coffee that we have today is this. We have Death Wish coffee. Honestly, the skull and crossbones I thought was like a little intimidating. It says it claims to be world's strongest whole bean coffee. So I've actually bought. I think I picked this up one time and I made cold brew out of it. But
Yeah, cold brew's nice.
yeah, I kind of like that. Well, actually, do dark roasts? Actually, this is actually quite a good question to give you. Do dark roasts have? Are dark roast coffee beans more acidic than medium roast or light roast? Like, what's the whole difference between that?
Dark roasts are generally less acidic, I believe.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that mainly because like when you is it because like how long it's toasted or?
I believe it's yeah, and
Okay, so that one teaspoon.
I think it's a little bit weird because I guess it's due to the chemistry of coffee, I guess. But a lot of people do say that they do believe that dark roast tends to have less acid,
Okay.
or it's less acidic.
Okay. But it's also
But
like, more chocolatey or burnt, they say. Some flavors
yeah,
people say.
you're right. Depending on what kind of
I wanted to just do this so I can zero it out. Alright, so I tried putting in a heaping tablespoon, but my teaspoon is really not that big. I realize I'm not really in this shot very well. Okay. Looks good. So I had 1 tablespoon. Did I weigh that out? Oh my god. Oh shoot. Hold on a second. My extension cable was yanking. Okay, that's zeroed. Alright, so I have 9 grams of coffee beans. Does that seem right for like a cup? I think that was like
It's like a cup and a half if you want like a mild cup of coffee.
I'll go like 10 grams. How about that?
I believe if you want like 3 cups, it would be 18 grams by using 300 milliliters of water.
Okay, I'll go with 18 then. I have like a big old mug. I don't know how much coffee I could fit in it, but it looks like a lot. So go My scale is really not that zero. Okay, 18 grams is in there. Put the coffee beans, wrap up the coffee beans right now. Okay, actually, you know what I need to check? I just make sure that I checked. I don't have my filter on. Oh, hey, Silent is here, Maku's here, Claire is here. Welcome, welcome everyone. We're making coffee right now.
Hello, everybody. Hello, hello.
Alright, so my water is almost fully boiled. I'm gonna move the coffee grinder aside. Well, I guess we're gonna do that in a second. And you just said pour the hot water into the thing. How long do I just need to just pour it in and then let it sit for a little bit?
Yeah, just let it sit, just keep it warm is essentially what you want to do.
Okay. I'll pour like that much. It seems like
Mm-hmm.
okay.
Yep, and give it a nice swirl if you want.
Yeah, I should probably have something to pour it in.
Mm-hmm.
Ready to put it. I can pour it into my water bottle. Okay, so when grinding the beans, right? Do I just is there like a method or madness to this kind of thing?
Well, since we don't have a hand grinder, we're using an electronic grinder.
Mm-hmm.
You want to aim for a medium, either a medium coarse grind or you just want to find a medium grind, I guess.
Okay, so I can see it through here. Do I just like hold it down, take it or anything?
Nah, just let it grind.
Okay. What's considered like a medium ground? Or like, is that like coarse ground or?
Well, it depends. Obviously, the finer it is, or when you see like the bits, it's still coarse.
Yeah, it looks like really pebbly still, actually.
Yeah. Yeah, you still want to find that like in between of just like seeing little bits of the grind.
Okay, I think I need a little bit more. Smells really good, actually. Okay, I think it looks okay. It's kind of like pebbly, kind of like
Yeah.
pebbly, but I don't know if the camera can pick that up. But
Oh, I kind of see it. Yeah. That's good enough.
Pebbly, but there's also still some like soft, really good round ones.
Yeah, that's good enough.
So then I pour this out.
No, just pour it out.
Okay.
I'm not very sure how much, how hot the water is currently for you.
I have it at 210 Fahrenheit.
Alright, what you want to do is you might need to drop it down just a little bit.
Okay. It's currently like cooling off, but I think if I pour higher, it might cool off. Sort of?
Yeah, I think so too. So for hot water wise, a couple of my friends, what they recommended was 195 to 205 degrees Fahrenheit.
105 degrees. Okay. So I think it's at 208 supposedly right now.
Mm-hmm.
And I think if we pour a little higher, it might cool.
Yeah.
So, need to pour all the coffee beans into the French press, right?
Yes.
Also, am I audible enough? I had to move my microphone in a weird area.
Okay.
So
I hear you.
Not speaking directly into the microphone. But...
Yeah, you're totally fine.
Cool. Alright. So I have now in there my 17 to 18 grams of coffee. And
Perfect.
how much you said 300, around 300 milliliters of water?
Roughly. Yeah, it's roughly.
Okay, sounds good. All right, I will pour that then. 300 milliliters of coffee. Wait, water. Ooh.
You steep your coffee with more coffee.
Like more and more caffeine. Hot bean water, right?
Hot bean soup.
Hot bean. Okay.
All
That's good.
right.
Okay. Anything else?
Once you put all the water that you needed in, you would put the lid on, but don't press it yet.
Okay.
And you start timing it for roughly 4 minutes.
Okay. I'll set my timer on my phone right now for 4 minutes.
Excellent. Mm-hmm.
It smells like really good, actually. All right. Timer. Stopwatch timer. All right. That right there. That's going. All right. So, when we were talking and like planning the collab, you recommended the French press, but there's also like all those other pour overs things, right? Is there a reason for picking the French press over like a coffee filter one that my parents always use, like you have those cheap electric ones?
I think the reason why I told you to get the French press is because people who tend to enjoy more rich and bold tasting coffees tend to use a French press, and people who like to use light roast beans use pour overs.
Oh, okay. So like the dark roast coffees get that like best bang for your buck using a French press?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I guess it kind of makes sense because one, it's like all inside, like it's all infusing and stuff, right? All in the one pot. Coffee grounds are like you said, it's like a coffee soup almost.
Yeah, in a way.
And,
but they're both good brewing methods, regardless. It just because like they both obviously have their advantages, and I personally, when I drink coffee, I just drink coffee.
Yeah.
I still haven't really like found a true difference between them, but I feel like the more you drink it, the more difference you start to taste with coffee, especially with the different types of methods.
Right. I think the biggest thing that I do notice is company coffee versus like a actual brewed coffee from a cafe shop or even Starbucks actually. And I've started to like want coffee that actually tastes a little bit better. So. Oh yeah, Salah compliment. She really.
Oh, thank you so much.
That's my sister / my mod in my chat.
Oh, hello.
So. Oh yeah, 93. That's true. Celsius conversions and all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Coffee grounds on my desk, but I guess that's bound to happen. Okay. So for dark roasts, kind of doing it in a French press, not bad if you want that like full robust flavor, because I guess it's all infusing, right? Like I'm familiar with like tea kind of, it's all
yes,
all together. It's all like a water soup of stuff.
Essentially, yeah.
And then I mean, when you do like the drip method, I figure that it's kind of the same, but it's going through the filter. I guess it makes it cleaner because you're not getting the possibility of it being sludgy or something.
Yeah. You basically, it's a quote unquote cleaner taste, I guess, is what people would say.
Bottle. Oh yeah. So, I saw your rigged model on your Twitter. Actually, it looks like really,
Yeah.
really good. It's
Thank you.
really, really
Thank
good. I'm
you.
really excited for your debut of it. Actually,
Yeah, I'm
when's
just as excited.
when is your debut again? Oh, hold on. All right,
You're good.
the timer went off, and now what is the next step?
The next thing that you would want to do is slowly press press the lid
Okay.
in
Do I want to pull it just all the way down?
all the way down.
All the way down. Okay.
Just slowly do it.
Okay. Slowly. He bubbles.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I think that's all the way down. All right.
All right.
And then just pour it out.
Yes, sir. Just enjoy it.
Right. I think there's such a boring thing. Oh. That looks good. That looks like a better cup of coffee than I'll ever get at my work. All right. There it is.
Cheers.
I will take a sip. Cheers. Ooh. Yeah. I like that very much. It's like it's like really dark and almost chocolatey in a way.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very roasted actually. I definitely will say. You know what? I kind of feel like keeping the PNG on, so we'll stay with the PNG.
Absolutely.
All right, let me move over to this. Oh, I turned into my VTuber. Yeah. my chibi PNG tuber. All right. I was interrupted. My thoughts was interrupted. What was I asking?
My debut is going to be on the 26th of March, so in 2 weeks' time.
26th of March. I will absolutely chime that in. Do you think you're ready? Are you ready for the debut? Do you have things prepared? Are you just gonna like wing it?
I do have things prepared, but for the most part, I'm just gonna wing it.
Nice. That's good. I think like debuts don't have to be super extravagant. They just need to be like a, hey, I'm here. Check out the stuff that I've done. Check out the stuff that I'm gonna do.
Yeah, pretty much. And I appreciate it when people do that high level production.
Mm-hmm.
But in my opinion, at least, you can't just do high quality things all the time, if that makes sense.
I think I do get you, because when it has to be like sometimes in bursts, else if you constantly do massive productions and quality, like things with extremely high quality, especially if it's by yourself, burnout's gonna happen. I think.
Right. And then people your audience is going to expect you be like, oh, this person has high quality stuff. That means they're always going to do high quality stuff. But no, if you start your debut as something extremely scuffed, they'll be like, oh wait, this person's really scuffed, and I like their scuff content.
Maybe that was the mistake that I did with my debut. I put a lot of effort into making the set that I have here, but like right after my debut, I took a whole week off. I was so burnt out, actually, because when I decided that I decided my debut, I was like, all right, it was like mid-October, and I was like, I'm gonna draw my model, I'm gonna commission someone to do all the backgrounds, and I'm gonna rig my model, and I'm gonna debut on December 24th, because I thought that was like a good day to do it. And whew, that was not the best thing for my psyche, I gotta say. I don't recommend people rushing and putting themselves under such pressure for just a debut, you know.
Yeah, and I feel like when you do a debut and when you do when you want to prepare something, you definitely just want to take your time and do your best. It's not like you have a deadline, and it's not like a debut is going to go away, you know? It's always going to be there.
Yeah, definitely. I definitely agree. Okay, so there were some other things that I did prepare actually. We opened a question Q&A thing about Marshmallow, and we got a couple of questions actually in that. Do you want to answer that now?
Ooh, nice.
And just go to that.
Yeah, absolutely. Drinking our coffee while answering some awesome questions.
The silent is in here too. All right, cool. All right, let me let's move back over to. Actually, I just need to go into studio mode and change my chalkboard. Marshmallow. Okay, and this back here. Right. Oh, I gotta move your head very slightly, just right over it. Okay. The first question we got here: What led to you starting as a VTuber? How about do you want to go first with that one?
Actually, you go first on that one.
Okay. I'll go first on this one. Let's see. I guess I started getting into, maybe it was Hololive, I think, that made me want to start, and the desire to just become anime, actually. Just become anime. I've always been interested in doing live content for like 2 years, but I just never pulled the trigger. And sometime around last year, it was a pandemic. It was perfect. I had nothing really better to do. I started thinking about it, and I pulled the trigger in September, October. I was like, I'm gonna make my own model, and I'm gonna try and be like a bartender singing dragon kind of guy. And I used the same exact alias in OC that I had from the Utaite community. So.
Okay.
I guess that's in a nutshell. What led me to start being a VTuber.
Wow. Okay. At first, I used to be an IRL streamer. And I've been streaming for like a couple of years just as like a side hobby. And I actually got really uncomfortable isn't the right word, but I got incredibly lazy with showing my face on camera. And for me, whenever I know when you're streaming, it's better to actually have a quote unquote face of some sort, because you can easily interact with your audience a little bit more because there's a face, you know, that a person can see.
Personality.
Right, and there's also like expressions and you know, yada yada yadas and stuff. And for me, as like a female streamer of sorts, there isn't like a mandatory thing, but there's always that expectation of quote unquote looking pretty. And what I mean by looking pretty is just like, you know, oh, you have like makeup on, whether it's like a lot or natural looking makeup, it's still some sort of makeup on. And honestly, that takes too much time for me, and I'm incredibly lazy, and I genuinely don't put a lot of makeup on my face. And I got really tired of that. So when I started looking into, so what I did at first was I actually did a Vroid model in the beginning.
Okay.
And then and then later on I just kind of like jumped into the VTubing community, kind of not realizing that it's actually a huge giant rabbit hole that you could get sucked into. And I just went, oh shit, all right, well, let's pull the trigger and let's just go 2D at this point.
That's awesome. So you started as a Vroid. Well, you started, you know, doing real streams for a while. So you're basically like a veteran almost, at least compared to me, right? Who's literally just started streaming 3 months
Mm-hmm.
ago.
Mm-hmm.
You've been in the game much longer. I've
Yeah,
definitely
yeah.
heard about, Twitch being like extremely hard on female streamers for sure, right? And I think like I can see, I'm starting to see that, right?
Mm-hmm.
As I watch more streams, especially IRL streams. Honestly, like it's tough. It looks really hard, and it's something that I just have to respect the female streamers that are doing well, but like also all the shit that they get, you know.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Chat.
yeah.
So like I can see how VTubing has opened up and made it a lot more easier for people like female streamers especially to put up an avatar and just be themselves a little bit better, right?
Yeah,
Not having to
absolutely.
worry about like you said, putting on makeup and doing all sorts of things. Like I understand that. It seems
Yeah.
I like that. I like that
And
VTubing has allowed that.
yeah, and I feel like not only does it allow females, but I just feel like they just allow introverts to
Right?
open up in a way, because like I'm such an introvert. I don't even joke around with it. It's ridiculous. I'm like as introvert as you could get. So I feel like
I can
yeah, I
relate.
feel yeah. I feel like it really does open up a lot of like introverts for like streaming and not being as quote unquote camera shy in a way.
And actually, I wanted to make a note about like that what you said about having some sort of face on streaming. It's something that I was wondering why actually, because I know that I do watch a lot of Let's Play people, and they don't really have like a stream, like a face or webcam or anything to it. So maybe that's just me coming from a different interest. But is there like some sort of psychology or just like personability kind of thing to it?
I feel like it makes let's see now. Trying to think of the right words here. You know how when people say, every person is unique in one way, it's
Right.
true. I feel like everybody is unique. So if you put yourself in there, whether it's your voice or your PNG or your 2D model, 3D model, or even just your IRL thing, it makes just that alone makes it unique in its own way, and it catches people's eyes.
Right. Okay. No, I like that. Oh yeah, Silent made a comment. Like, I'm not a VTuber, so this might not be very applicable. It's one of the major highlights I've appreciated about VTubing and V-streaming. It's giving streamers a sense of comfort and safety. Comfortability and safety. I agree. You know what?
Absolutely.
I agree. And I like this is a way for me to practice streaming and practice live content without having to worry about plastering my face, like my real face. I can be
Right.
in a way, I can be more myself in my alias actually.
Yeah, absolutely.
Even though that I also feel I've restricted my personalities based on the way I designed my character.
Absolutely.
All right, I'm gonna move to the next question. That was a good question that led to a small little conversation. All right.
Yeah, that was
the
very
next
good.
question. Currently, what is your favorite song? All right, I went first. How about you go next? You go first.
My current favorite song. Oh my god, this is tough.
Any sort of question that's like, what is your favorite thing? I'm like, all the time I have to be like, I can give you a spectrum of things that I like a top 3. So if you had like a top 3, right, and just something that you've been frequently listening to, I guess, right, something you always just want to go back to, like what's your currently a song that you go back to a lot that you enjoy?
Definitely Cursed Night or Cursed Night
Oh,
from
okay.
yeah, from Calliope.
That is a good song. That's a very
Otto,
good song.
there's a artist called Otto,
Okay, Auto.
and yeah, and she does some really awesome music. I tend to listen to her stuff, and really just any Hypnosis Mike song.
Oh, Hypnosis Mike.
Yeah, I'm kind of a big fan of that. I won't lie.
I remember that huge craze. I remember when it first came out with their first song. I thought it was the coolest crap actually, and
It was wild.
it
'Cause,
was
like I
huge in the Utaite community actually at that time. Hype Mike stuff.
Yeah, yeah, cause like it was. I feel like it was also a big hype because the anime came out during the winter of 2020.
Oh, that's right.
And
I forgot
it,
about that.
yeah, and it was really funny because like a bunch of my friends and I I was texting my bestie about it, and I was just like, dude, Hypnosis Mike is having an anime, and then he was just like, dude, Hypnosis Mike has a story? Question mark. And then I was just like, y- yeah. And then he was just like, what's the story about? Tell me. And then I
Oh,
was
it's
just like,
so
okay.
cool.
I was just like, okay. I'm like, sit down. Let me tell you. It's post World War III. Men ruled the world during this time, but then suddenly these ladies decided to say fuck you and take over the government, kill the prime minister with a literal microphone, and says, all right, war's canceled, violence is canceled, everything is canceled, men are second rated citizens, and
Yup.
the way to fight is you gotta have a rap battle with these microphones. And then everyone just went, what?
Oh my god, I actually like when I first read the story, I thought it was the coolest shit actually. That was a really cool, really that whole like this it's kind of like a utopic dystopic, right? Kind of society.
Right.
But like
Right.
the battles, it's no violence, it's a battle with a rap. Like, oh my god. That's
Yeah,
such
it's
a wild plot, honestly.
yeah, it's quite literally a battle of words, you know?
Yeah. Actually, I remember I was in a I was actually in a Hype Mic collaboration.
Oh, really?
Believe
Which
it.
one?
I was it was which of the first song was like the very first one that got like really big, right? The Hype Mic
The
chorus.
yeah,
One,
the
two,
anthem.
three, anthem.
Yeah.
I was part of Yokohama. I was like the really deep voice guy actually.
Damn, Yokohama Division.
Yeah, Yokohama Division. That was my favorite. I started. It was because of that collab. I started reading a little bit more into the characters and their lore. I'm like, oh shit, these guys are a lot of varied personalities and very interesting stories. Actually,
Yeah. I feel like they're very, very unique in their own way.
I can maybe if you're interested, I could share you the collab. I could share you a link of it later.
Absolutely, please send it to me. I'm actually currently working on a solo hip mic thing.
Ooh, yeah. I'm definitely looking forward to that. And hey, if you need a mixer, you need an audio mixer, I might be able to help you out, or at least like hook you up with somebody that really knows how to mix rap vocals.
I would love that because I'm currently working on the Hypnosis Plus battle anthem.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so good. Oh,
Yeah.
I really, I want to talk more about your cover, things you want to cover, and your music and your like things about singing. But
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll share my current favorite song now. It's actually, I guess in a way, it's kind of in the realm of, or at least one of the roots to like R&B, hip hop in general. It's actually just straight R&B. The song that I've been obsessed with the most recently is Silk Sonic's "I'm Gonna Leave the Door Open." Leave the door open. So
Okay.
Silk Sonic is the duo combination of Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak, and I've been obsessed with that song because I grew up on listening to Motown and that kind of Atlantic sound because my parents like that oldie. My father liked that oldie kind of music and R&B. So listening to to their cover, like their song, the original song. I was like, oh my god, this is a perfect heyday to, or callback to that era of music with a modern sound and Bruno Mars being Bruno Mars. Like, oh my god. Like, I don't mean to like, oh yeah, it was normie music, but not really. I really think that Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak are really bringing a new layer and level of musicality and musicianship, possibly to the pop scene. Like, how many pop artists that you listen to probably write their own lyrics?
Yeah,
Right?
you're right.
I think
Oh,
Bruno Mars writes most of his stuff.
absolutely. Yeah, I think he does too. Another, I think you'll get if you don't know this person, Tom Misch.
Mish. I'm gonna have to check that out.
Yeah, it's Tom and then Misch.
M-I-S.
My favorite album is Geography.
I see a Tiny Desk concert. I just did a quick Google search.
Yeah.
Definitely have to check that out.
Definitely the one of their popular songs is "It Runs Through Me." Very good song. It's another go-to song that I would love to listen to whenever I want some chill bops.
Nice. I'll absolutely listen to that, and I hope maybe sometime you should listen to like Anderson .Paak and his Tiny Desk concert. Oh,
Absolutely.
Anderson .Paak is actually he's a drummer, and a really good drummer, and he's also I believe he's actually half black and half Korean.
Interesting. Okay.
Yeah. All right. That's the current favorite song. Let's move to the next question. Let's see.
I do believe like a week ago they dropped the "Leave the Door Open"
Yes, that is true.
music video.
It was exactly like last week. So,
Yeah.
So good.
It was definitely really funky. I loved it a lot.
All right. Do you prefer straight black coffee? If not, what would you add to it? I guess I'll go.
Yeah, go first, because
I
think about it.
I like my coffee black, simply because I'm lactose intolerant now.
Oh.
And sugar makes my stomach kind of a lot of sugar. I might be like sugar sensitive or something, but a lot of sugar just makes my stomach upsets my stomach. Gives me a bad feeling. I don't mind having it with some milk and stuff like a latte. Oh, I love like a cappuccino or a latte here and there. But I get the grumbles every single time afterwards. But it's worth it. Yep. So I'd like a black, and I feel like I'm tasting more of the coffee more than like the milk and sugar. So kind of like coincides with why I like whiskey straight too. So how about you? Do you like your coffee straight, black, milk, latte, iced?
I usually have it straight black as well. I am very lactose intolerant as well.
High five.
Yeah, high five on that. However, I've been starting to appreciate oat milk.
Okay, so I've heard about oat milk a lot. I don't know. Is it just like what it sounds like?
Yes, it is literally
Uh-oh. We have a brief technicality issue at the moment. Give us a moment. I need like the Spanish flea music right now. Oh, the Discord. Lenna's Discord crashed. Don't worry, we'll be back in a second. Okay.
fuck. I'm so sorry.
All right, we back.
We're back.
I think.
So, anyways, oat milk.
Yeah, about oat milk. Oat milk. We're talking about oat milk. It's literally what it sounds like, right?
Yes, it's literally a creamer substitute for, and they use oat instead.
Okay. What does it taste? Does it taste like actually oats, kind of thing?
I think
like
it's
barley.
no. I feel like it's very creamy.
Better, creamier than. I guess oats do have like. Do like does oats and wheats have like a starch kind of to it?
In a way, yeah, kind of, but it's not like starchy. It's very it has like a very nice creamy texture, but at the same time, it has like a very, very slight hint of sweetness to it.
Yeah. I imagine there must be some sweetness because wheats
Yeah,
and carbs and all that stuff. Oh, I'm gonna have to try that next time. I'm gonna have to
yeah,
try oat
definitely.
milk. Oat milk with coffee.
If you do want a specific brand, I do suggest Oatly.
Okay, Oatly. I
Yeah.
should make notes, but I can ask you freely ask you in
Oh,
like in
absolutely.
a
You
DM
can
too.
DM me anytime. It's fine. I
Alright.
I even sometimes like putting it in my tea sometimes.
That's understandable. That's one of the things that people were putting down in that VTuber cocktail thing. They're like, I like
Mhm,
tea with like oat milk. I'm like, tea and oat
mhm,
milk. I've
mhm.
never heard about that combination before, but it's
Yeah,
got me curious now. It's like I want to
yeah,
try that.
definitely. I feel like out of most of the creamer substitutes, it has the least flavor of that ingredient, if that makes any sense.
Mm.
So like there's almond milk. I feel like
Yeah, I know
almond milk
almond milk.
has yeah, I feel like almond milk still has that almond taste to it.
Yeah.
And I know some people just don't like the taste of almonds. So I'm just like, okay, first off, why are you even drinking almond milk? But and there's like soy milk has that, that slight soy flavors, but out of
Yep.
all of them, I feel like oat milk doesn't have that.
Oh, okay. Yeah, now I'm really curious because I think most of my, most of the, including Sala, actually, really is actually just Sala. Like, when we have it at home, most of everyone is now lactose intolerant. Unfortunately, like they became lactose
Mm-hmm.
intolerant,
Mm-hmm.
and then we started getting almond milk, and honestly, having almond milk with a peanut butter and jelly is just not the same.
Yeah.
So
It's
I'm
not the same.
definitely gonna have to try oat milk. Oh yeah, and we have Ego in the chat. By the way,
Hello.
the BGM you're currently listening to is made by Ego. He's a good friend. We've known each other for a long
Oh.
time, and also I mentioned about the people that I can recommend to mix. Ego, he's a brilliant mixer, really good audio
Ooh.
engineer that really understands the genre of like rap. He just knows
Definitely.
how to get that sound. So
All right. Yeah.
maybe
Send me the deep later.
I will definitely. Can't stress but to recommend him. He's like a great guy.
Absolutely.
You flatter me too much, bro. uh, don't worry. You can treat me to a drink next time my bar teleports to LA. Okay. All right. Let's move to the next question. All right. Oh, this is interesting. One I saw. All right. I think I gotta move. I can't read that. Any of you guys theater kids? If so, what are your favorite musicals? All right. We'll swap again. You want to go first with that?
Yeah, actually, funny enough, I was a theater major.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, I was definitely a theater major as a kid. My favorite musical would have to be The Heathers.
Ooh, I've never heard about that. The Heathers. What
Yeah,
is that like a more modern
it's yeah,
playwright?
it's definitely more modern. It's basically Mean Girls the musical.
Okay, that's
That
interesting.
yeah, that is essentially what it is, and I feel like it's darker than Mean
Mm.
Girls.
Mm, mm,
Obviously,
mm,
it
mm,
has quite a bit of a darker themes,
mm.
but that is probably one of my favorite musicals. Other than that, the Book of Mormon.
Oh,
I
okay.
I absolutely love the Book of Mormon. Um, what else is there? I definitely
So,
do like the Lion King Broadway show. Anastasia is
okay.
always fantastic. But
My
yeah,
my
I
knowledge
honestly
of
could go on and on.
like playwrights isn't as vast as like I guess I haven't watched a lot of like the more modern stuff. I'm
Hmm.
very much a I listened and watched to like the classics, and
Hmm.
my
Hmm.
favorite I am not a theater kid, but I was a pit kid. I was
Oh,
I did play trumpet in the pit. So back in high school I did
trumpet.
back in high school I did I did I played lead and like second and all the other horn parts that I needed to play for
Hmm.
um uh what was the play right like, with Luck Be a Lady Tonight. uh, Luck be a lady tonight. Dun, 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 dun. Oh shoot. Oh, I did do Sweeney Todd. I played Sweeney Todd,
Oh, okay,
and
okay.
I didn't do Les Mis, but like of the ones that I liked a lot, I didn't play in, but I watched. My favorite is still West Side Story because of the
Very
music.
nice. Very
So,
nice.
and
Very
I
nice.
also watched it on Broadway. So, oh, Guys and Dolls. That's what Maku. That's what it is. Guys and Dolls.
Oh, Guys and Dolls. That's right.
Yeah, I played Guys and Dolls. That was hard. That was very hard.
That must be.
Sweeney Todd was also really hard.
Yeah. Um, for me, when I was a theater kid, I actually didn't choose the actress life. I actually was a backstage person.
Oh, okay. So
Yeah.
the set building and things like that, the
Yeah, I would always
coordination.
do set. Yeah, I would always do set building, and I actually did a lot of the wigs and costume designs and the makeup aspects of theater. Actually,
Oh, that's so cool. That's fun. Doing the actual building and all that stuff. Oh
yeah,
yeah.
it was honestly a lot more fun. And because again, I was pretty camera shy, and because I was also like pretty self-conscious and like
Mm-hmm.
I had like quite the stage fright, I decided to actually just stay in the backstage because of it. And I don't know, I feel like I learned a lot more.
That's kind of like getting the understanding of like especially flow of dynamic and of the flow dynamics of production.
Yeah,
I just made that up, but like this is the whole idea
it
of how things flow and are scheduled, right?
absolutely. Yeah, you get to see like the fundamentals of like how a play really works
Mm-hmm.
in
Right.
the more technical stages.
I like I like that that playing the behind the scenes kind of role too. I was like a lot of the time when I was playing in bands and stuff, I actually didn't really always like first trumpet or the first chair actually, because I actually liked playing the background parts actually more because I
Hmm.
felt like I was supporting the rest of the band, a whole lot and giving like a strength in the background, right?
Yeah, absolutely.
Without having that recognition too.
Hmm.
It's
Yeah,
just
yeah, yeah, yeah.
something that I've also thought about is like how that's grown into my mental now, like not in a bad way too. It's made me appreciate especially the people that do the behind the scenes work a lot, you know.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh yeah, yeah. I'm just looking at chat right now, very quick. I see Maku did Guys and Dolls their sophomore year. Shout out to the techies. And then
Nice, hell yeah!
Mayfold.
Shout out to the techies.
Hello, Mayfold. Yeah, big shout out to the techies. Oh, especially like the sound people that do play stuff. Big shout out to them.
Absolutely.
Second chair trumpet here. I didn't know Silent played trumpet. That's cool. Really cool.
Wow.
Tech time. Maku did tech part for a while. Oh yeah, newfound respect for techies. managing a soundboard is hard, honestly. All right, let's see the next question.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, so here's a really quick one. Tits or ass?
Oh boy, let me answer this first.
All right, you go first.
All right, this is the saying that I always have to say no matter what. Tits are life, but ass is hometown.
I respect that. That's a good.
Mm-hmm.
And I like that a lot, actually. For me, tits or ass. It's kind of hard because I'm a thigh guy. No, I'm also
That's
like
good taste.
actually
Good taste.
thighs are good, but I'm a little bit more nuanced. Is actually like midriff, you know, midriff with the abs, right?
Ooh, that's the
And
good shit.
hourglass. These are like aspects that I mean like in a really cute anime or a really hot anime picture, right? I'll be like, all right, check the thighs. All right, check the midriff, check the face, and then it's like kind of like you know, the typical tits and ass.
I see you.
Yep. So actually, then for tits and ass, right? Do you like the big badonkadonks or do you like the more like itty bitties?
Man, I'll always say flat is justice.
Mm-hmm.
I do appreciate a nice ass though.
I can't disagree with you there. Nice ass, and also like the you know, I don't mind like a good like medium sized badonks, you know.
Absolutely.
This is when it gets like really big. I'm like not
When
too
things
much.
when things get a little bit big, because like I tend to feel bad for people who have huge chests, because I always like think to myself, because I kind of have, I'm kind of leaning towards more of like the big breasts area too.
Mhm.
And the first thing I think about is just like, dude, my fucking back hurts.
That's something that I've thought about too. It's like
Yeah. Like the immediate thing I think about is just like, how's your back? Like that's my
Yeah.
first question.
It sounds awful, actually, just for a physical sense of posture and like your back muscles and things like that.
Absolutely.
That sounds
In your
tough.
pot, and it, because like including people who tend to be, you know, self-conscious, or when they're like taller, or when they have like
Mhm.
big chests, they tend to curl their shoulders a little bit,
Oh,
which
yeah,
kind of
yeah.
like ruins their posture a little bit, because like if you want to look shorter, you kind of crouch a little, you slouch a little bit, you
Yeah,
know.
yeah.
It's kind of like the same thing with like a female's chest, or like with
Mhm.
the chest in general. If you want to look quote unquote a little bit more flatter, you tend to curl your shoulders a little bit so that it doesn't show.
Is it like moving your shoulders in, like hunching over almost kind of
A
thing?
little, yeah, a little bit in a way. And I kind of
Mm.
feel bad, because like sometimes I do that too, and I always have to like remind myself. I was just like, I need to stretch that shoulder.
Yeah.
'Cause I'm
This
gonna
is
regret it when I'm older.
this is like right here, like a gentleman's talk about tits and ass, you know. Very much
Absolutely.
gentleman and lady talk about tits and ass right now.
Absolutely.
Ego says I'm an ass where it's at. A good ass plays into the legs and hips. Like how posture is very dependent on your ass being engaged. You have a pelvis support the spine. Man, this is the most like PC talk about tits and ass. That's why I just like, you know what? I'll just throw this question in here as well.
Absolutely.
Can we get a round of applause for those fat tats? Yes, many claps. All right, there you go. That's our tits and ass question. Let's see what's next. All right. Oh, okay. What kind of snacks would you have with your coffee? Bagel, muffins, Takis? I think for me, I like a muffin actually. Cause a muffin's like sweet, kind of, and it's like cakey. Goes really. I think it pairs well with the coffees, like sometimes not like unpleasant bitterness or anything. That's a nice little contrast. Something that's a little bit sweet and rich, right? Muffin's pretty good. How about you?
Honestly, it really depends on what kind of coffee I'm drinking.
Hmm.
Um,
I haven't thought about that actually.
yeah, it really depends on what kind of coffee I'm drinking. Cause like sometimes if I'm like drinking like a Starbucks coffee, something that's like a little bit more on the sweeter side, I tend to go for like something salted. Um,
Oh,
yeah,
salted
so
coffee?
no, no,
Or
no,
oh,
just like a salted snack.
okay, like say something savory. Okay.
Yeah, like something a little bit more on the savory side. But when it goes to like normal coffee, like just like a cup of black coffee, I really like the Nutella with the little breadsticks.
Oh, wait, those are actually really good though. Those are
Y-
banger.
y- yeah, yeah. But for the most part, I like berries and dark chocolate with my coffee.
Berries. I haven't
Yeah.
thought of. I guess of a pairing. Is there like? So I've actually heard about notes of berries or fruit in coffee,
Mm-hmm.
but I've
Mm-hmm.
yet to try or have experienced that yet.
Mm-hmm.
Does I guess does having the berries kind of help bring that out on your tongue or something? But that does sound pretty good. And I wouldn't think of pairing fruits with coffee sometime. But
Yeah,
maybe
yeah,
that
yeah.
does make sense.
There's always like fruit notes and all that sorts. But yeah, I don't know. I just feel like whenever I drink like a cup of coffee, I immediately think of berries and dark chocolate. Like I don't know. And then when I eat it, I'm just
Oh,
like, "Oh my god, this is perfect."
oh, okay. I guess I'm gonna take another sip of my coffee now and try to think about that. I guess it's a little bit cold now, but
Mhm.
I definitely when it was hot, I thought about more, roasted and chocolatey stuff, right?
Mhm.
I haven't really thought about berries. I'm gonna have to think about that more now. I'm really
Yeah,
curious.
yeah.
I love exploring flavors. Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Mayfold said
absolutely.
Mayfold said that they're not too much of a coffee person, but tea all the way. Yeah,
Mm.
Mayfold, we were talking about earlier when we were making coffee that we both are actually a little bit more experienced with having tea.
Yeah, absolutely. There's actually a really good tea that I recently got. Unfortunately, they don't sell it at TJ's anymore, but
Oh,
they had a maple espresso black tea blend. So it has that maple syrup node, but it also has like the scent of light.
sounds really good.
Yes, it's amazing. It's like one of my favorite coffee teas at the moment, but
Oh, it's a coffee tea, kind of?
it's a coffee tea of sorts because it definitely has because I think it has coffee in it. It's definitely
Hmm.
caffeinated,
Oh yeah.
can confirm, but it's mostly a black tea blend. Um, I'm a very big fan of just straight up loose leaf tea.
Mhm.
Um, gosh, and there's just so many kinds of teas that
Yeah.
we can talk about. That's like a whole different genre,
we
to
should
be honest.
we should totally have enough. Maybe we should have a tea collab as well, actually.
Absolutely, yeah, like a little tea time.
Yeah, that'd be really nice. The only kinds of teas that I've been experimenting with is some of Japanese green teas and also some Chinese teas. Actually, I've never had
Interesting.
oolong until literally a few. I mean, I've probably had oolong, but I just never knew it was oolong tea, right?
Really,
Yeah,
really.
but I bought some loose leaf oolong like a month ago, and I was like,
Mm-hmm.
this tastes amazing. Actually, it tastes familiar for sure, but like
Absolutely.
I really enjoyed it. But we should totally think about maybe doing a tea talk sometime.
Absolutely. Oolong tea is actually really good after eating. It helps digest the food that you've eaten.
Oh,
It's specifically more at least in Japan, it's a little bit more traditional for when you eat things that are a little bit oily
mhm,
or a
mhm,
little bit fatty, you drink oolong tea and it helps you digest it a lot easier.
mhm. Okay. More notes. I'm learning more and more. All right. Let's move to the next question. I don't want. Oh. Here's. All right. Which brand of coffee is your favorite? Dunkin' Donuts, Starbucks. So I guess they're talking about if you're on the go and you're
Hmm. Hmm.
you need just a cup of Joe, right?
Mm-hmm.
Where do you go to first? How about what is your go-to quick coffee if you had to grab a cup of Joe?
And cup of coffee, I guess really. Gosh, that's so tough. Shit. Just a regular black cup of coffee, I would say Starbucks.
Starbucks?
Starbucks is I feel like Starbucks has more options.
I think I gotta agree with you there too.
And I don't mean like the sweet stuff. I don't mean like a frappuccino. I don't mean like if you just want like a regular black cup of coffee, I feel like they have more bean selections, in my opinion.
Okay. I think that's fair. I think Dunkin's doesn't have very much of a selection. They're just fast coffee.
Right.
For me, I think I'd have to say Starbucks too, because that's the only one that's actually more or less available in my area. There used to be a Pete's on my way to work, actually.
Ooh.
And that used to be the place where I grabbed just like a cold brew or a nice cup of coffee. Pete's is like the hipster Starbucks, as hipster as Starbucks already is. But it does have like really good quality coffee beans. It was a shame that they closed due to pandemic though.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it's a chain coffee place. The site that was on my way to work just, I guess, couldn't keep up with the rent in that area.
Yeah, that makes sense.
But if I had to go, it would be Starbucks for me. But if it is there, I'll do like Pete's, and I don't mind paying a little bit extra, for for a good cup of Joe.
Yeah, absolutely.
Next question. Oh, okay. Who would be your role model? Okay. Maybe I'll go first with that one.
Yeah.
A role model in what though? What should we narrow it down to? I have a lot of role models actually. What should we narrow it down to so that it's a little easier to do? Maybe like VTuber role model, maybe? Or
sure, yeah, I think
creator role model?
I would say I'll definitely let's go with VTubing because it's a little bit more in the specific areas.
Yeah, that's probably a good thing to narrow down. I think if I were to choose like one role model, it would have to be Hoshimachi Suisei. It'd have to be Suisei actually, because I respect that hustle. I respect her story. She did everything herself, and she was so determined to do everything herself at the start. She sings well, she can do art, she learned all the skills to make videos herself. She also learned I think she probably mixed a couple of things herself first. She started as an independent, and her climb to be a Hololive idol is so respectful. I use that, she's my shooting star in the sky, that kind of thing. So that's
solid.
I have to respect Matsuri is the one who got me into Hololive, right? And
Matsuri, yeah.
I really like Matsuri, but when I found Suisei and her story is the one that just resonated with me the most, and who I want to strive to be more like. So I guess I would have to say that Suisei is my idol and role model and shooting star in the sky. And now, how about you?
Role model wise, I definitely want to aim for Calliope's attitude.
Oh, yeah.
I love her attitude. But I also want to have a charismatic storytelling-esque personality like Subaru.
Oh, okay.
I really like her tomboy essence, but the way she tells stories is absolutely engaging to me. I feel like, for me, I really like story times sometimes whenever I like talk to my audience, or whenever I strike a conversation. I always feel like Subaru has this very engaging aura to her, in my opinion, and I definitely want to strive for something like that when it comes to role models.
I agree that Subaru just has a really good way of pacing her words, you know, or it's also just keeping the engagement too.
Hmm.
Shuba. I really love Subaru's design too a whole lot.
Yeah, me too.
Kick-ass singer too.
Absolutely, yeah.
I also very much respect Callie's hustle too. She's a go-getter.
Oh,
She's
absolutely.
workaholic go-getter. Her lyrics are they're mind-blowing. I've never actually um done deep dives into like rapping lyrics until I watched like someone's video that did a breakdown. I was like, holy crap,
Hmm.
that's actually the devices used in rapping and like lyrical and literature
Hmm.
devices used to make a good rap. Like, holy crap.
It's quite literally, it's poetry.
Yeah, exactly. It's
It's
modern poetry.
it's literally poetry, and I really want to practice a lot more. As a matter of fact, I really wish I had like a mentor of sorts of when it comes to lyrical writing.
Oh, yeah. I'm gonna nudge ego if he's still here.
Yeah, I mean,
But
hey, and if Ego wants to teach me the ways, I'm so open.
well, yeah, and like, yeah, I think that'd be a great idea if you can find someone you can like bounce ideas off of, so that you can start building up your own style, right? Or
Yeah,
in the ways I didn't realize that there were so many different styles of writing, you know, rap lyrics and also flow and all this stuff. Is there like
absolutely.
this is like another question from my side, like if there like a style that you really enjoy the kind of like flows, or is there like a rapper that you really are you actually really find as a role model?
Absolutely. Out of everyone, I know this is going to sound a little bit of a hot take, but I feel like Eminem.
I How is that a hot take?
Currently, okay, well, it's only because like currently he actually was under fire due to the fact that his stuff was quote unquote offensive. And a
Oh,
lot of the Gen Z people are like being very butthurt about it.
okay,
In my opinion, I feel like they're just being a bunch of snowflakes about it. But
yeah.
yeah, I feel like sure, like he does say a couple of words that he probably shouldn't
Yeah,
say right now, but back in the day, it was still kind of socially accepted.
yeah.
Whether it's like offensive or not. But I feel like even if you look at his new stuff,
Mhm.
it's pretty lyrically intelligent in a way. The way he's able to go back and forth with the specific rhymes that he's able to use
Yeah.
creatively, even just through the syllables itself, I just find it absolutely mind blowing. And
I
and and the best part is he's just able to just think it up just like that on the
yeah.
spot, which is very quick thinking. And in my opinion, when people are able to do things like that, I find that person incredibly intelligent in one way.
Yeah, I've been a fan of Eminem for a long time too, ever since, you know, like Without Me and Slim Shady, the Slim
Yeah,
Shady era,
absolutely.
and like
Hmm.
I agree, like his thought and lyrics and things like, and like the detail he puts in his rap lyrics is amazing. Human dictionary kind of thing.
Absolutely.
And
And
yeah, he can
go for it, yeah.
also, it shows also in his freestyle too. You know?
Hmm.
I feel like
Absolutely.
that's like a whole different proving ground of how you can rap, and he's really good.
Hmm.
I think Callie is also inspired. One Eminem is one of her inspirations. I think it does
Yeah,
show
yeah,
in
yeah.
her lyrics too.
Definitely. I definitely feel like she definitely has the uh
Mm.
same attitude, you know? Kind of
Yeah.
just like I don't give a shit, but I'm just gonna like put all these lyrical, you know.
Yeah, Maku said like Eminem has been pissing people off since the beginning.
Oh,
Yeah,
absolutely. And I
absolutely.
love I just love his response. His response is just like, yeah, and
I know, right? It's
like
great.
that's quite clearly his response. And I was just like, you know what? Yeah, it's totally fair. Like, go you.
Remember
Um,
oh, you want to go, you're gonna make a comment?
No, you could go first.
Yeah, I was gonna make a comment. Remember when I think it was Machine Gun Kelly did a diss
Mhm.
to Eminem, and then Eminem fired
Mhm.
back. I thought that
Oh.
was.
Whew. Whew.
I
Whew.
remember watching that for the first time. I was at work. I was trying not to like holler. I was trying
Wow,
so
it
bad
was
not to holler.
absolutely
Yeah.
brutal.
And like I know that he did get like a lot. He got a lot of flack for it too. But
He did,
I
but you
don't
know
care.
what? Like she came at him first. Like
Yeah, that was good. That was it was just entertaining. I don't and you know what? I don't know if it was actually staged or not. Maybe it was staged. Maybe they actually just like maybe there was, they were like, "Yo, let's do this" kind of thing. Maybe?
mhm.
You'll never
Mhm.
know, but for the rest of the people and audiences, right?
Mhm.
This is
Mhm.
actually taking it from the backstage perspective, kind of like, did they plan it kind of thing? Maybe they did,
Mhm.
but either way, the audience loved it, that kind of
Mhm.
thing.
Yeah.
All right.
Um
Oh,
I'm sorry, before we go to the next
yeah,
question, I
yeah.
actually another person who I think is another lyrical genius is I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing this wrong, but G Idol.
G Idol. Okay, I haven't heard of G Idol before, but
Well, she is a Korean rapper.
oh, okay.
What was it? Is it gosh, I really don't want to butcher this. So Eon.
Probably.
But anyway, but anyways, she was Oh, wait a minute, I got it. KDA,
Oh, Kia Katie.
Akali.
Yeah.
So she's the one that did Akali's rapping.
Oh, okay, okay. I know the voice now. The voice types in
Yeah,
my
yeah,
head
yeah,
now.
yeah. So
Okay.
that is the person, and she's done like there's specifically this specific rap battle thing that happened in this Korean reality TV show kind of thing, and
Hmm.
she did this song with another person named Nada, and it's called Scary. And if you listen to that song, I don't understand Korean. I'm not fluent in Korean at all, but
Mhm.
holy shit, she is brutal as fuck.
Yeah.
Like the way she does her rap is super brutal.
Yeah.
I will say that much.
Sometimes you don't always need to know the language to understand someone's going hard as fuck. Right?
Absolutely, absolutely.
That's how I feel also when sometimes like Vocaloid covers. It's just
Mhm,
you just need the motion, the raw performance, and the enunciations to tell their own story, emotions, and feelings. And
mhm,
they'll come across like me. That's where music is universal, right?
mhm, mhm,
Very broad, very very like common thing. Oh, music is universal language, but it's true. And rap's music, right? Rap
mhm.
is music. All right. Next question. That was good. That was really good. You're gonna have to send me some more of that. The rappers, the
Yeah, absolutely. I'd love to.
Soyeon. Yeah. All right. Okay. What are your favorite scents? Huh. Um. Let's see. Did I go first earlier, or did you? I think I. How about you go first this time?
Yeah. I love cedar, and I love
Yeah.
yuzu.
Oh, I recently, I've recently been using yuzu as an ingredient, and
Yes.
it does smell really good.
Yeah. Yuzu is by far probably one of my favorite scents out there.
It's like, how do you describe it? How would you
A
describe
vi-
it?
it's like a sweeter citrus.
Hmm. I think for me, it's like mixed between a lemon. It's not obviously not a lemon. It's a little bit more pungent than a lemon. Like not in a
Well,
bad way.
a lot of people say it's like a mix of a grapefruit and an orange.
Oh, okay. Right.
Is what a lot of people would say. But
That's probably
it's
good.
definitely I definitely feel like it's for me at least. I feel like it's more lemon orange if anything.
Okay. I'm experimenting more with that as well, but I do like yuzu in a cocktail. I'm
Mhm.
gonna keep that in mind though. You like cedar, you like yuzu. I can
Mhm.
turn that into a cocktail for sure. Just knowing those
Absolutely.
two things, and you like tea and coffee. That I already have an idea in
If
my
you
head of what to try.
if you want, there is a liquid tea, or like a liquid type of tea. It's not like it from a tea bag, but it's just
Mhm.
like, I want to say it's a little bit more of a jam-like texture. If you go to a Japanese supermarket, you could find yuzu-cha, and it is,
Yuzu-chan.
yeah, it is yuzu tea. And a lot of people just like, have like a scoop, like a tablespoon or teaspoon, whatever you like, and add some hot water. Boom, done. But what I like to do is I like to use it as like a little bit of a mixture for your cocktails.
Ooh, now I'm really curious. I'm gonna have to
Absolutely.
absolutely check
I
that out.
I actually have a jar of it in my fridge. I'll take a picture of it so you could like get a little bit of a reference.
Yes, please do, please do. And
Yes.
I guess for me, for a favorite scent, um, I like. I guess the first thing that comes to mind is actually like morning dew, kind of
Mhm.
morning dew and grass. I guess it's kind of
Mm.
nostalgic for me. It's because it's nostalgic that I like that scent. I guess indoors or like if I'm like I always love the smell of food, like a good steak sizzling,
Mhm.
and but like overall, maybe I like hickory. Hickory is kind of nice.
Interesting.
A little strong, very bacony, right?
Uh-huh. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I guess morning dew and hickory, and I do like some citrus smell. But other than that, I'm not too crazy of like really strong smells. I think,
Mhm.
despite hickory and lemon being, I guess, like strong smells.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's actually hard. Right there, it's hard for me to pinpoint a favorite scent. But that's why the question says favorite scents, I guess.
Mhm. Mhm.
Great. Next question. I wonder how many more we got. Okay. What is your favorite drink? I think we got like 2 or 3 more. So
All right.
we're also approaching the end of the stream time because we got like
Mhm.
another 6 minutes, 6-ish minutes.
All right. Favorite drink is gin and tonic.
Oh yeah, GNTs. That time
Absolutely.
you were just recently having a crap ton of GNTs, were you, right?
Ooh, yeah, that was post birthday. Ooh, mamma mia.
It was your
That was
birthday was just like 3 or 4 days ago, right?
absolutely. It was yep, it was 4 days ago.
Happy belated birthday. I think
Thank you,
I
thank
already
you.
gave you a birthday wish, but
Yes,
chat,
you have.
I'm sure my chat would love to give you a belated birthday wish too.
Thank you.
But for me, my favorite drink. No, that's. I guess I have to make it like because the alcoholic drinks are kind of like my favorite stuff at the
Mhm.
moment. It have to be a Kingston Negroni, which is just a Negroni
Ooh.
made with overproofed navy rum.
Yeah, that's a good drink.
Negronis are my favorite cocktail. I think
Absolutely.
bitter,
That's a good one.
sweet, bitter, sweet, not too strong. It's kind of like one of those moments of, wow, all these ingredients just work so well together.
It's the perfect blend.
Perfect blend of bitter, sweet, the you know the acetone kind of thing.
Mhm.
Not too much alcohol burn, but it's just so flavorful. And then when
Mhm.
you pair it with the overproof navy rum, specifically Smith and Cross, it's just like
Mhm.
a massive flavor bomb. Smith and Cross is some strong ass shit. Just gonna say.
Mm.
All right, that's my favorite drink. Your favorite drink? I definitely want to try it out. Actually, I always try it out. Gin and tonics. Gin and tonics was one of the first thing I mixed. All right,
Oh.
the next one. What has been your favorite games to stream? Oh, that's a good one. Because gamers, gamers rise up. For me, I'll go first. Favorite games to stream? I actually haven't been streaming a whole lot of games recently. But of recently, I guess Genshin maybe.
Mhm.
Maybe. But I
Mhm.
really want to stream more other like I want to stream more roguelike FPSs. I really like
Ooh.
roguelike FPSs.
Okay.
How about ya?
Final Fantasy 14.
Yeah, I definitely seen that in your stream, your VODs and stuff. You really like that game.
That is quite literally my bread and butter. But I've been recently playing a mining game, but also an FPS at the same time, kind of roguelike, called Deep Rock Galactic.
Oh, Deep Rock.
Yeah.
Okay, we've got to play. You summon Sparrow.
Yes. That is the game that I have been recently playing. It's really fun.
Sparrow is a very big Final Fantasy fan as well, actually.
Yes, I am a big Final Fantasy fan as well.
But hey, if you ever want to play, or if you're playing Deep Rock and you need a co-op, like more people to play with, just ping me. I'd love to play with.
Hell yeah,
people.
absolutely.
I love that exploration kind of game, and also just mining gnomes and killing bugs.
Absolutely.
What's this? Wait, what does it say? I can't actually see it. Oh, favorite color. What is your favorite color? Oh no.
I like red.
Red?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, my favorite color is also red.
Yeah, I'm a big red person. I really like all sorts of shades of red. If I want to be very specific, maroon is my favorite shade of red.
Maroon.
Mm-hmm.
I like. If I were to be specific, I like crimson. Crimson red's nice.
That's a good one. Yeah, that's a very, very nice color.
Red is rad.
Yes.
Red supremacy. Oh, congrats Mayfold on getting your first Luminaire. That's like, oh yeah, I guess another game that I really like to stream is Grand Blue. I don't like to say it much, but Grand Blue is the gacha game that I've been playing a lot. I've been playing for a long time, and it's taken my life and time and my money.
Right.
All right, that's the favorite color. And with that, we've reached the end of our questions. Actually. Yay! And actually, that was like perfectly timed out. Oh my god.
Absolutely, yeah, that was good timing.
I love it when my estimation of time is like relatively within like the 5-minute error, or like a 10% error. Haha. Error. Well, oh man, that was actually a lot of fun. How are you feeling and everything?
I feel absolutely great. This is perfect timing. Absolutely wonderful.
Yeah. Thank you for teaching me how to make the coffee. I'm gonna be writing all those down and making myself cups of coffee more often. Cause like,
yeah, absolutely.
I just want to learn more about coffee, and sometime maybe we'll do that flavored coffee stream. Cause everyone that doesn't know, we ordered some special coffee beans to taste. They're like wacky flavors kind of, but both our orders got delayed for some reason, which we don't know, and we weren't able to make them on stream. So maybe we could plan another time to try those.
Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Other than that, do you have any closing words to say?
I hope everybody has a fantastic Friday.
That's perfectly fine. Everyone, Lenna's gonna be debuting on the 26th, right?
Yes, absolutely.
March 26th.
March
so make
26th.
sure that is going to be a Friday, 2 weeks. It's going to be a Friday. And do you know what time? What time is going to be?
Yes, it is going to be at 8 p.m. EST.
Perfect. I'm going to try to, I don't know if I'll be doing a stream. I'll probably try to do a stream. If I am, I'll do it really earlier so that I can make sure to catch your stream. And then maybe I might be able to get an audience to raid you.
Much appreciated.
But everyone, write that down in your calendars. March 26th, Friday, at 8 p.m. EST. Lenna is debuting her live 2D. It's going to be awesome, a lot of fun. And I gotta say, thank you all for coming, actually. This was really great and really fun, actually.
Absolutely. Thank you so much, everybody.
I really enjoyed my time. I hope you enjoyed your time, Lenna. Thank you for your time. Take an hour and a half out of your day. So, yeah. All right, everybody. Thank you all, and you'll have a great Friday. Bye-bye.
Yes. Bye.